Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Someone Who's War episode. I've been MIA for like, a month or something. But RTA ended, and I was kind of trying to lock in, and I somewhat did. So I ended off with G2. My best score was G2 as well, but lower rank. And my past ranks have all been G1, low G1 in the 2000s, but this season I got 700 for some reason. I don't know how. But I'll be showcasing some of the last matches that I did. So originally, I did like some battles 3 days ago, which ended yesterday. So 3 days ago, I was just trying to do some wings to try to be safe. And this match right here, so I'm drafting my normal draft that I always do. And for some reason, I got really lucky because his Leica, I would always assume if Leica's not on Will, then Leica's on Nemesis, and it was. So what I did was I hit Leica with my Leo. I had to rely on two things. One, my Leo does not push Leica back his attack bar, and two, I do enough damage that Leica goes up. So because Leica goes next, I can use my Viva skill to switch it because otherwise I have no other way to kill Leica. And then it was just clean up crew after that. Some say it's lucky, but it's kind of like personal experience that I just have to bank off the Leica being on Nemesis. And because of his Leica being on Nemesis, it killed him. So here in this match, I thought he was going to go turn 1 with his draft, but he kind of did a mix of both. And I guess I just banned the speed lead to see how that went. He only lost because he didn't ban my Han. So here I just do my usuals here. But because I don't have Lucifer, I have no AoE, so I didn't have to boost the Julian because he's normally on Nemesis, but I guess he wasn't this time. But because Leo's on the field and it's against a Sonya, I don't know why he didn't ban Leo. So in this match right here, I thought he was gonna go turn two snipe, kinda like Carlos and whatnot, but he kind of went really tanky with bruisers. So this is definitely something hard to beat because I'm not used to it. But I just got really lucky with not getting stunned and whatnot against his what Artemil. So here I sniped the Valeska, and then I did not get stunned here, but he took my attack buff, and then I cleaned up the Valeska with my Viva because I knew I wouldn't be able to kill the lad or the Valeska. Me hitting Valeska would be like a wasted hit. So I'd rather go for the stun there, and then that's when I use Viva to kill the Valeska. And then here, as long as I killed Eladrio, I win. I did have a bad. Uh, I wasn't able to kill Eladrio because if I healed anyone, they would have got boosted up. And Eladrio actually took a turn. Is it Artemil? Eladrio? Artemil. I don't know. Artemil. It's Artemil. Anyway, he got a heal off, which is really bad. So I switched targets because he has defense buff right now. And I knew my Lucy was pretty dead here, so there I healed my Viva because I didn't want Head Gang to boost up. So I have 2 defense breaks on the board and someone's getting sniped. Took out the Vanessa here. Did not get stunned there. And then Lucy's gone. Now, the turn cycle worked really well here. So Eladrio got to be switched and died. And that won me this game. So note to self, don't use Eladrio. Artemil. I don't care anymore. They both suck. So I was hoping if I did Leo Lucy I couldn't do damage with the water unit, so I had to ban it. And here, because Diana has attack boost, if I hit anyone else, I had to kill Diana first and then work with the rest. I don't know how I was gonna do it, but that's what I had to do here. I didn't want to AoE because Diana would move, and I did, yeah. Luckily, I got to snipe 2 units, and then I got to cut. Diana almost moved there, but now it's just a 4v2 here. I don't think the Cardinal did too much. About 40-50k HP Cardinal. So once I got to kill the Cardinal, that was basically over. All right. So some of you may know Amadeus, or I don't know how you say it. I don't watch him, but I know he streamed on Twitch. He took my Viva, and either way, I didn't know how I was gonna win this, but I got to go turn 1 here. But I did not realize that his dark unit was so freaking tanky that it survived my Lucy and my Lucian. So it was basically on a sustain build to just CC and do poke damage. I was hoping I could win this still, even with like my Leo, but the chances were so slim. Because I was hoping I could get skill 2 off. Like there, I got 1. But this Jin character basically soloed it for me, or for him. And then I just lost from there, because he did seal and then I got stunned. Okay, in this match, I know I misplayed somewhere, but I never really looked into it because I took turn 1 here. Oh, I didn't kill this. Was it? I didn't kill Young Hong or one of the 2 light units. I killed Ciara, which was not the right play. So I took Carlos out, and then I sniped Ciara here, which was not the play because these 2 actually turn cycled me so much to where I lost. And also the Limo had really good counters, and then had a, I think it was on Violent too. Really fast, like maybe 170 Violent at least. And I didn't, I think it procced. No, I guess it was just really fast. So basically, his additional damage and stuff, I lost. Alright, in this match, I was ranked 950, I think. So it was either I win this one and be safe G2, or I lose and I have to do 2 more again. He took my Viva. He was going turn 2 heavy. So this was my last match of the season. And this one was a pretty good one because I never would have thought that. I remember I said I needed a Violent proc here. Do my Bastet. Yes, my Bastet on Violent. I don't know if that's weird or not. Someone told me it's weird and I need help. But anyway, I set up the defense break for Leo. Also, my Bastet has 15 crit rate. And the fact that it critted like what? 2 times right there? I see 2 attack bars, 1 and 2. So I think it critted twice out of 15 crit, whatever. I did skill 2 so I wouldn't hit them and boost them up. But my Leica does justice 32k. He has reduced damage on wind and he survived. I don't know why. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because he couldn't turret. But when I found out how tanky those 2 units were, I was like, I'm in deep trouble. And my Helena was just an easy target, and it was just basically gone during this whole fight. So because of the Adriana or whatever, the Angela shield, I really didn't have a lot of openings. But there were still openings, okay? I wanted to risk an AoE stun here, but as you can see, I got none right there. And I was just like, man, this is just a loss at this point. But, because it's the end of the season, I had to play it out. So here, my Violent Bastet carries me into this last match with that clutch proc. Got me to heal 41k, and he still lives. And I was so scared that the ragdoll would torrent me. Because look at this. He still survives. That. And then he gets healed here. And then there it is. There it is. But guess what? He didn't have turret. He didn't have turret. I was so lucky. No violent proc right there, nothing. But he got healed, so I was doing a bad position still. And that Leo's on violent with like 60k HP. So my Vistad's basically gone. And I took out the Viva, so it's a 2v3 now. And I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Because the Adriana shield, Angela, when I reflected or reflect damage, it did like 2.5k. So I was like, man, I'm in so much trouble. So I was just doing some random things, try to like, wow, he got a proc. Try to like do poke damage back and forth. But here's a shield. But in my head, the whole time when I was doing this game, I thought whenever Angela has AoE shield, save your skill 2 on Leica so you can heal. So you might see me do skill 1 here instead of skill 2 because wait, I actually went for that. There was one play where I did skill 1 instead of skill 2. But I think that kills him. Yep. Now I just needed to get rid of the Leo. Right here, I think. I think I did skill 1 because I didn't want to if I needed to heal, I would do skill 2. So I did skill 1 here. And he actually didn't shield. So I think I still did skill 1 here. No, I skill 2 because he did shield and I needed to heal. Maybe if I revenge right there, I would have lost because I would have done enough damage to reflect me. So it was getting really close. I wasn't getting revenges, stuff like that. Besides that part, and then I skill 2 here to kill the Leo, but it's still in a bad spot because that shield is really tanky. So, but at this point, it's 90% HP gone, and then next thing you know, counter gone, and I ended the season off 1468, rank 761. Well, I kind of do like the scan. I do like the Sky Dancers more, but it's a something though. I won't be using these units that much, so wouldn't even matter. But until then, I don't know what the special league is. If anyone can let me know before it starts in 22 hours, be appreciated so I can start building something, I guess. I probably won't even build anything, so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Maybe I'll make another upload in like two months again. So I'm serious, and I'll see you guys later.